veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Now a play fake. Lance rolling to his right. That's complete. It's Brent. And I think the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one. And to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Jones. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 8 yards out. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Off of play action, here's Lance. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Rodgers now to throw. 20! 5, touchdown! Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
49ers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and in through the air. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this would.
There he goes, right side. The 30. 10. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way, I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I wanted to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. Rodgers with a caper, and I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Dillon, and he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Now Lance on the bootleg.
Got his target, Samuel. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. McCaffrey running up the middle. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Ready.
Again, McCaffrey. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this time he is in. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here we go. Here we go. Strike 2. Lean back.
A final shot before half for Lance.
Steps away to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Forced out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Here's Lance.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him, as we've seen. We just had 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try.
And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 63 yards. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. Now Crosby for the point after. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 50 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Gold with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the fourth, and now they're going to try an onside kick. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a second interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him to 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock. Yeah,
you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with first and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Ready.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Trey Lance. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Niners have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
Gould able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. Past the 20. And into the end